Friends, this is Umasankar. Welcome to Sri Chaitanya. Yeah, as I said earlier, in calculus, I have completed limits, continuity, and differentiation, theoretical part and important formulae. Now, in this session, I am mainly focusing straight line formulae and shortcuts because here I am giving all the minute concepts to higher level concepts, especially those which are useful for straight lines chapter for JEE main and advanced examinations. I am giving all that information at a glance. Thoroughly, this notes is very helpful for you. If you have time, you refer each and every formula, and sometimes you need to focus on deriving those standard results also. Because if you are deriving the results, you will get the knowledge on the subject also. And that knowledge and subject will help you a lot in doing some other problems, understanding the problems, and conceptual clarity also will get up to mains and advanced levels in the competitive examinations. Now my friends, here it is a better guide, shortcuts guide. Here I should emphasize more on some particular formulae. You should practice those formulae very clearly. Though this book contains low level or low scale formulae to higher level formulae, but my suggestion would be you need to practice all. I will stress something more on some of the formulae, but you need to collect all the questions related with that formulae and you practice. Those problems definitely should give in competitive examination. I am sure. I am giving that assurance for you. You will enjoy this. Please. Meanwhile, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. You will get this kind of information, so many things in coming chapters also. So my friends, of course, everybody knows what is the slope of the line. This is the slope of the line. If theta is an inclination of the line, tan theta is called slope, usually denoted with m. M is equal to tan theta. Everybody knows. But here, the terms and conditions you need to practice. So if theta is lie between 0 to pi by 2, it is positive, minus pi by 2 to pi, or pi by 2 to pi, it is negative. And if theta is equal to pi by 2, it is not defined. Sometimes the slope of the line is also called gradient. And of course, slope of the horizontal line is 0. So slope of x-axis is 0. Slope of the vertical line is not defined. That's why slope of the y-axis we consider that as infinity. We write it. And if two lines are having slopes m1 and m2, they are parallel. Then condition is m1 is equal to m2. If two lines are perpendicular, other than the lines which are parallel to the coordinate axis, then product of their slopes is equal to -1. Okay. And if theta is acute angle, this is important. If theta is acute angle between the lines having slopes m1 and m2, then tan theta is equal to modulus of m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. This is important point. What's that? A vertical line and horizontal lines are mutually perpendicular even though the product of the slopes does not equal to -1. So this formula, product of the slopes is equal to -1, is holds good for what? The lines which are not parallel to the coordinate axis but they are perpendicular. In that case only that formula holds good. Of course, next if 2 points x1 and x1 y1 x2 y2 are given, and then this is the formula to find the slope of the line joining the 2 points y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 or y1 minus y2 by x2 x1 minus x2. And another important, if suppose this is the general equation of the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0, then slope of the line is minus a by b, that is minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y. If a equal to 0, that means if coefficient of x is equal to 0, the line is parallel to x-axis, and if b equal to 0, then the line is parallel to y-axis. So in the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0, if coefficient of x is 0, then the line is parallel to x-axis. If coefficient of y equal to 0, then the line is parallel to y-axis. And if two lines a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0 are parallel, if this is the condition, that means a1 by b1, a1 by a2, that means ratio of the x coefficients equal to ratio of the y coefficients, or a1 b2 equal to a2 b1, after cross multiplication you will get this one. Perpendicular, a1 a2 plus b1 b2 equal to 0, that means product of the x coefficients plus product of the y coefficients equal to 0. Intersect if a1 a2 minus b1 b2 not equal to 0, and if they are not parallel, that coincidental, if A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by 2, questions were asked even in JEE advanced examination also based on this concept. So you thoroughly focus on this particular area. This is one important point. Rest of the things are very elementary for you, I feel that. If they are new to you, again, better use this as the best guide and practice them. But those who thoroughly solved, my suggestion would be you concentrate more number of problems on this particular list of the conditions. Clear? Now coming to the angle between two lines, A1x plus B1y plus C1 equal to 0 and A2x plus B2y plus CD equal to 0 is theta, then cos theta formula is A1 A2 plus B1 B2 by root of A1 square plus B1 square into A2 square plus B2 square root of, and tan theta formula is A1 B2 A2 minus A2 B1 by A1 A2 plus B1 B2. If theta is acute, you can take that as modulus. If theta is acute, we can take that as modulus. And of course, this is the point of intersection of the two lines that you can know very well. And this is slope point form of a line. So equation of the line passing through the point x1 y1 and having slope m is equal to y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. 2-point formula, equation of the line passing through 2 points x1 y1 and x2 y2, y minus y1 by y1 minus y2 is equal to x minus x1 by x1 minus x2. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. Not necessary to concentrate more on it. Again, slope intercept formula. This is if m is a slope and c is intercept, then y equal to mx plus c is slope intercept formula. If c equal to 0, what will happen? Then the equation of the line becomes y equal to mx. That means the line is always passing through origin. So equation of any line passing through origin is always in the form of y equal to mx, where m is slope of the line. And of course, this is important. What is that? If a slope and x-intercept is given for you, if a slope and x-intercept is given for you, then equation of the line becomes y equal to m into x minus a, where m is the slope of the line and a is x-intercept. Suppose x-intercept is a and y-intercept is b, then equation of the line becomes x by a plus y by b equal to 1. This is the intercept form of the line. This is important. Questions were repeated on this particular two formulae. What is that? Area of the triangle formed by the line x by a plus y by b equal to 1. This is the line. This is a and this is b. Area of the triangle is half base into height, that is half mod ab square units. Square units. The generalized version is area of the triangle formed by the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 with coordinate axis c square by 2 mod ab. These two formulae are very, very important. Questions were repeated. Directly or indirectly, we can apply this formula even for solving several other problems. So better you concentrate more on these two formulas and intercept form. Intercept form and these three are very, very important. Now coming to another important formula. This is also a better shortcut. Equation of the line whose segment, the equation of the line, the line segment between the axis divided by the point x1 y1 in the ratio L is to m. Equation of the line whose line segment between the axis is divided by the point x1 y1 in the ratio L is to m is mx by c1 plus ly by mx by x1, sorry, mx by x1 plus ly by y1 equal to L plus m. Mx by x1 plus ly by y1 equal to L plus 1. What is this? Equation of the line whose line segment between the axis is divided by the point. Better you need to practice the proof for this one and by heart this has the standard results. Sometimes in this place of x1 or y1 they may give point also, and based on that point, based on that line, they may give several other problems also. That's why this is one of the important formula and shortcut. Next, equation of the line whose line segment between the axis bisected by the point x1 y1, the same one. That is generalized version. Here it is bisected, means instead of L is to m, we can take L is to m as 1 is to 1. That means L is equal to m is equal to 1. If you replace L is equal to m is equal to 1, then what will happen in the above formula? X by x1 plus y by y1 equal to 2. Questions were repeated on this one. Again, normal form or perpendicular form of the line. Here everybody knows the normal form and perpendicular form. My suggestion would be what is P and what is alpha here you need to practice. Here P is length of the perpendicular from origin onto the line, and alpha is the perpendicular makes an angle with the x-axis. These two are the important areas. Rest of the things, how to convert a given line into normal form, that is a different story. Here the important issue is what is P and what is alpha. So based on that information only we can imagine the formulae. And for IIT examination, for a mains examination, applications of symmetrical form of the line is very, very important, or parametric form of the line is very, very important. That is, equation of the line passing through x1, y1 and making an angle theta with the positive x-axis is x minus x1 by cos theta equal to y minus y1 by sin theta equal to r, where r is called the algebraic distance or the actual distance. Algebraic distance or actual distance of the point pxy from the fixed point x1, y1. So any coordinates of the points are given by x1 plus r cos theta, comma y1 plus r sin theta, where mod r is the distance of the point from x1, y1. So my friends, better you practice the symmetric form and the parametric form of the line, and several application we can get exclusively from this symmetric form. So this is important area. And of course, length of the perpendicular from x1, y1 onto line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is mod of ax1 plus by1 plus c by root of a square plus b square, very standard one. And this question, several times this question was repeated in all competitive examinations. If p is the length of the perpendicular from origin onto the line x by a plus y by b equal to 1, then 1 by p square equal to 1 by a square plus 1 by b square. The same question even in a 3-dimensional geometry also they asked in the competitive examinations. Now coming to equation of the line which makes equal intercepts with the axis and the slope is minus 1. Then equation of the line is x plus y equal to k. K is k that we will find with other conditions. So whenever they give equation of the line passing through some point and having equal intercepts, or product of the slopes is equal to minus 1, having equal intercepts and product of the slopes is equal to minus 1, then in that case you can write, you can consider the line equation like this, and you can find after substitution of the point you can get the answer for k, you will get the line's equation directly. Similarly, if a line makes intercepts on axis equal in magnitude but opposite in sign, then its slope is what? 1, and then the equation of the line becomes x minus y equal to k. Again here also depends upon the conditions we can find the k value. These two as a problems important for board examinations. And coming to this one, this is very, very important, and several times questions were repeated on this one. What's that? If a line is such that sum of the reciprocals of the intercepts on the axis is k, then the line passing through the fixed point 1 by k comma 1 by k. Proof is also important, and moreover this result is also important. You practice as a formula. And of course equation of any line parallel to x plus by plus c equal to 0 is ax plus by plus k equal to 0. And equation of a line parallel to x plus by plus c equal to 0 and passing through x1 y1 is a into x minus x1 plus b into y minus y1 equal to 0. Similarly, distance between the two parallel lines x plus by plus c1 equal to 0, x plus by plus c2 equal to 0, that is nothing but the mod of c1 minus c2 by 2, or equation of the line parallel to the lines ax plus by plus c1 equal to 0 and ax plus by plus c2 equal to 0, and lying midway between them is ax plus by plus c1 plus c2 by 2. Once upon a time in advanced examination, IIT JEE examination also problem were repeated on this particular model. So as a shortcut we can solve the problem within seconds. If anybody knows this formula, they can write the answer directly. This kind of questions several times they asked even in advanced examination also. That's why for evidence point of view I have collected all that information I am giving to you. Similarly, equation of any line perpendicular to x plus by plus c equal to 0, bx minus ay plus k equal to 0. That k you can determine with other conditions. And equation of any line perpendicular to x plus by plus c equal to 0 and passing through x1 y1 is b into x minus x1 minus a into y minus y1 equal to 0. And of course the ratio in which the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 divides the line segment joining the points x1 y1 and x2 y2 is minus of ax1 plus by1 plus c is to ax2 plus by2 plus c. And if the ratio is positive, then the points lie on the same side, otherwise they lie on opposite sides. Statement of this Siva's theorem and Menula's theorem, the statements point of view, they are important, and of course you can get the applications in complex numbers also, and even in three-dimension geometry also. The applications of Siva's and Menula's theorems are important. Better, my suggestion would be practice these two theorems thoroughly. And my friends, next coming to point of intersection and concurrence. So this is another favorite area for competitive examinations. If two lines meet at a point, then the point is called, we can call it as they are intersecting lines. And if any line which is passing through point of intersection of the two lines, then we can cut the set of lines, we can call it as concurrent lines, and the point is called point of concurrence. Okay, and my friends, this is the most useful, important formula and result for IIT, JEE and competitive examinations. These three results are very, very, very important. What's that? Equation of any line passing through the point of intersections of the lines L1 equal to 0 and L2 equal to 0 is given by L1 plus K, L2 equal to 0, where K is the determined with other given conditions. And this is the condition. If a capital L1 equal to 0, L2 equal to 0, L3 equal to 3 lines, then there exist real numbers are L1, small L1, L2, L3, not all 0, such that L1, L1 plus L2, L2 plus L3, L3 equal to 0, then we can say that the lines are concurrent. For solving some of the theoretical questions and applications, you need to focus, you gather all the problems based on these particular areas, master them. Because nowadays they are asking this kind of questions based on these particular two areas only in straight lines. This is the title favorite concept for IIT, JEE and mains, most important. And of course, several controversies are also there, but it is a standard question. If the lines ax plus by plus c equal to 0, bx plus cy plus a equal to 0, cx plus ay plus b equal to 0 are concurrent, then the conditions are a plus b plus c equal to 0 or a cube plus b cube plus c cube is equal to 3abc. Similarly, if the lines p1x plus p2 q1y equal to 1, p2x plus q2y equal to 1, q3x plus q3y equal to 1, or sorry, not q3, p1x plus q1y equal to 1, p2x plus q2y equal to 1, p3x plus q3y equal to 1 are concurrent, then the points p1 q1, p2 q2, p3 q3 are collinear. Again, this is the question they asked in the IIT examination, and we may expect the same model, same type of question in mains examination also. And of course, this is the formula to find the foot of the perpendicular, and foot of the perpendicular and image, both are important formulae. So, if h comma k is the foot of the perpendicular of the point x1 y1 with respect to the line lx plus my plus n equal to 0, then h minus x1 y equal to k minus y1 y m is equal to lx1 plus my1 plus n by l square plus m square. This is the formula to find or to evaluate foot of the perpendicular. The same thing holds good even for image. Image concept is also important here. Image formula, these are all are important. Not only here, even they are important in three-dimension geometry also. Okay. And what is if h comma k is image of the point x1 y1 with respect to the line lx plus my plus n equal to 0, then h minus x1 by l equal to k minus y1 by m equal to minus of 2 into lx1 plus my1 plus n by l square plus m square. See here, for image here minus 2 comes, whereas for foot of the perpendicular minus 2 is not there. That is the only difference between them. Again, the title favorite concept for IIT JEE examination is this one. This formula based on and problems based on this application is very, 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 very important. Please practice it very well. And image of the line with respect to another line. Even image of the vector with respect to another vector, thereby the angular bisector theory comes into the picture. If two lines through a given point make an angles alpha with a line and with the slope m, then slopes of the other two lines are m plus tan alpha by 1 minus m tan alpha and m minus tan alpha by 1 plus m tan alpha. Once again, if two lines through a given point make angles alpha with a line having slope m, then slopes of the other lines are m minus m plus tan alpha by 1 minus m tan alpha and m minus tan alpha by 1 plus m tan alpha. How to get it? It can be derived by the formula of tan theta equal to m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2 there. If you know one slope and angle made by the line with another line which is alpha, then with the help of tan t alpha equal to m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2, we can find the slope of another line. So in that aspect, these two formulae are very, very, very useful. Several times questions were repeated. So my again suggestion would be, please concentrate formulae problems based on these two particular formulae. Practice more on them. Practice more on them. You will get advantage in straight lines. As I said in L1 plus lambda L2 equal to 0 or K L2 equal to 0, and this one. Very, very important. Now coming to angular bisectors. Of course, if A1x plus B1y plus C1 equal to 0, A2x plus B2y plus C2 equal to 0 are two lines, then equation of the angular bisectors of the lines is given by what? A1x plus B1y plus C1 by root of A1 square plus B1 square equal to plus or minus A2x plus B2y plus C2 by root of A square plus B square, or A1x plus B1y plus C1 by root of A1 square plus B1 square plus or minus A2x plus B2y plus C2 by root of A square plus B square equal to 0. If you take one of the angular bisector and one of the line and find angle between them, if find tan alpha between them, and if that mod tan alpha is greater than 1, that angular bisector is the obtuse angular bisector and the rest one is acute. There does not exist angular bisectors both are acute or both are obtuse. If one is acute, obviously the second one is obtuse. So this is the way, or these are the shortcut formula to find angular bisectors, acute angular bisectors and obtuse angular bisectors without wasting the time in short manner. So this is the formula. So whenever two lines are given for you, you make first C1 and C2, means constants of the both lines, constants of the both lines into positive. Then this is the formula, A1x plus B1y plus C1 by root of A1 square plus B1 square equal to plus A2x plus B2y plus C2 by root of A2 square plus B2 square. It gives what? Angular bisector containing the origin, and other would be the angular bisector not containing the origin. Clear, my friends? So this is the way to find angular bisectors and acute angular bisectors and obtuse angular bisectors. And problems based on the acute and obtuse angular bisectors and angular bisectors containing the origin, not containing the origin, also very, very important. And of course, my friends, if two vertices and one vertex of the triangle origin is given, to find orthocenter, this is the shortcut formula. If two vertices of the triangle are given, of which one vertex is origin, then this is the formula to find orthocenter, and this is the shortcut formula. And three vertices are given for you, x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3, to find the circumcenter of the triangle. This is the shortcut formula. And there what is m1 and what is m2 and what is k1 and what is k2, you have to practice. You have to practice. Circumcenter of the triangle ABC. So this is the formula to find orthocenter if one vertex has origin. This is the formula to find the circumcenter. What is the formula for finding the circumcenter? Actually, how to solve the circumcenter? If S is the circumcenter and A, B, C are the vertices, find SCA, SB, SC. You solve SCA equal to SB, you will get one equation of the line. Or SB is equal to SC, or SB equal to CA equal to SC, you will get another equation. And solve these two lines, you will get the circumcenter. That is the model. And this is the formula to find what? Area of the triangle formed by the lines with x-axis. If y equal to m1x plus c1 and y equal to m2x plus c2 and y-axis is given for you, then area of the triangle formed by these three lines is half into mod c1 minus c2 whole square by m1 minus m2. Once upon a time they asked this as the question in IIT examination, but this result may be useful for solving some of the questions in shortcut manner. On the same lines, this is also the formula to find area of the triangle. That means if 3 lines are given for you, y equal to m1x plus c1 comma y equal to m2x plus c2, m2x plus c2 and y equal to m3x plus c3, 3 lines are given for you, then what is the area of the triangle formed by half into sigma c1 minus c, instead of sigma you can write it as half into modulus c1 minus c2 whole square by m1 minus m2 plus c2 minus c3 whole square by m2 minus m3 plus c3 minus c1 whole square by m3 minus m1, enough square units. Or this is another shortcut formula, and proof is also important. Of course, nowadays they may not ask any proof, but with the help of the proof you will learn so many other things. a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0, or a3x plus b3y plus c3 equal to 0 are 3 lines. Then what is area of the triangle formed by the 3 lines? Half into module, determinant a1 b1 c1, a2 b2 c2, a3 b3 c3 whole square by determinant a1 b1 a2 b2 plus, like this. And similarly area of the parallelogram formula. See, a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, a1x plus b1y plus d1 equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus d2 equal to 0. Then area of the parallelogram is what? Modulus d1 minus c1 into d2 minus c2 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1 square units. Then the figure which formed by the lines lx plus my plus n equal to 0, lx plus my plus n dash equal to 0, mx plus ly plus n equal to 0 and mx plus ly plus n dash equal to 0 is always what? A rhombus. It is always what? A rhombus. So this kind of formula will save you lot of time in competitive examinations. See, those who are preparing for JEE mains, simultaneously you need to practice the standard problems as well as their proofs. One shot, two birds concept you need to apply. You must know how to get these results, also important. That is also a part of your preparation. And simultaneously you need to practice more on this formula. Thereby you will save time sometimes in examinations. Why? Very few people are saving the time because they never consider these are the burden for them. As a part and parcel, they are enjoying the proofs and they are memorizing the proofs. That's why easily they can remember all these formulae. Like that only you have to practice. Okay, my friends. Now coming to the figure formed by the lines x is equal to a, x is equal to b, y equal to c and y equal to d is always what? A rectangle. They form a square only if this condition holds good. And the area of the figure is mod a minus b into mod c minus d, whatever it may be, whether it is a rectangle or square. See, with these 4 lines, always they form a rectangle. They should form a square only if this condition holds good. Whatever it may be, whether it is a rectangle or square, this is the area of that figure. And another important one is area of the figure formed by these lines, mod x plus mod y equal to a. This line is very important area, important concept in solving several questions in coordinate geometry and even in calculus also, areas of the curves. Mod x plus mod y equal to a figure. So these are the 4 lines, plus or minus x, plus or minus y equal to a. After taking different combinations and this one, you will get 4 lines, and you will observe that the area of the figure formed by the lines has 2a square only. If they are asking you to find what is the area of the triangle, area of the figure formed by mod x plus mod y equal to 4, they immediately answer that 2 into 4 square, 2 into 16, that is 32 square units. Similarly, area of the figure formed by the lines ax plus by plus or minus c equal to 0, 2c square by mod ab. Again, the same question was asked in one of the IIT examination. See, again I am suggesting, please don't neglect to get the proofs of these standard results and simultaneously by heart as a formula. Then only you will save the time. Now, harmonic conjugate. See, my friends, x0, y0 divide the line joining the points a, x1, y1 and b, x2, y2 in the ratio m is to n. Then the point which divides AB in the ratio minus m is to n is called what? Harmonic conjugate of x0, y0. This is the definition of harmonic conjugate. So this is the formula to find harmonic conjugate when 2 points are given for you, provided the points are non-collinear. Clear? So like that you have to practice all the formulae. And even 2020 mains examination, JEE mains examination, questions were repeated in two stages or 2 dates of the examination based on this one. If 2 vertices are given of an equilateral triangle, then coordinates of the third vertex are like this. If anybody knows this formula well, immediately they can answer and they will save the time, otherwise they will lose the time. They will do mistakes also. All the properties you need to practice on what? Equilateral triangle and isosceles triangle. Angular bisectors of the vertex of the isosceles triangle is also important. Questions were asked based on that. Next, equation of the line making equal intercepts on the axis and passing through the point x0, y0. X plus y equal to x0 plus y0. Same equation of the line making equal intercepts in magnitude but opposite in sign and passing through x0, y0 is x minus y is equal to x0 plus y0. Clear? Then the intercepts of A and B of the line segments joining the points. Actually, how to find a x-intercept and y-intercept? When 2 points are given for you, then you have to find the equation of the line. After that conversion into x by a plus y by b equal to 1, then you will find x-intercept and y-intercept. Instead of that, directly with the help of this formula, you can solve, you can write, you can find the intercepts on paper directly. And another important area in competitive examination, this one, the equation of the line whose intercept between the axis is divided by the point x0, y0 in the ratio m:2, and this is generalized version. This is x by mx0 plus y by my0 equal to m plus n by mn, or nx by x0 plus my by y0 equal to m plus n. This is very, very important. Next, equation of the line at a distance small p units from the origin with inclination theta is. And my friends, another important formula, again questions were repeated on this particular one in IIT examination. The distance of the point x0, y0 from the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 measured along the line making an angle alpha with x-axis is mod of ax0 plus by0 plus c by mod of a cos alpha plus b sin alpha. This is the generalized version, and the particular version is nothing but the perpendicular distance. The point which divides the intercept capital AB, where A equal to A comma 0, B equal to 0 comma B of the line in the ratio m:2n is NA by m plus n, MB by m plus n. If x1, y1 and x2, y2, x3, y3 are the vertices of the triangle, then the median through x1, y1 is determinant of x, y1, x1, y1, 1, x2, y2, 1 plus x, y1, x1, y1, 1, x2, x3, y3, 1 equal to 0. Directly you can expand the determinant, you will get the answer properly. See, sometimes than formulae, the right method is also the shortcut one. But everything depends upon your mental ability, your involvement, your dedication, your hard work, and your belongingness towards learning the subject in mathematics. And of course, hope you enjoyed this video very well. And the main formula which I have focused, with help of this my Straightlines shortcuts diary, keep this with you always whenever you have a trouble, and whether you have solved all the problems which I have stressed more on that. Again, for reference point of view also, this is very, very useful for you. And if you like this, please share my channel and subscribe. We will get this kind of videos, so many. Hope you enjoy this one. Thank you for watching my video. This kind of information and material always we are providing to Sri Chaitanya students. That is the advantage with Sri Chaitanya, because experienced faculty are there in all the subjects. This all information with my personal interest only I am doing it. But our faculty members, they are doing several other things also for you. Don't forget to share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.